Alright, you. Get in here. You know how we do it. Take a seat. First of all, you doing okay? Of course you are. You're above ground and you're still breathing. And you're about to watch another video from the Don. Yeah, I got my little cap on. I know I'm not all that dressed. I wear this cap because I got a bald spot. Really. It's also part of the mob gimmick, but that's all it is. And I know I got my t-shirt on. It's 11:19 Monday night as I record this. I tried to do this once already. I even had a version ready to go, but I really didn't like the way it looked, so I kind of want to get this to where I want it to look good. But anyway, this is the obligatory video that I do once a year where I talk about my platform, channel, and things I got planned on and things I'm working on. Also, a few random things in my personal life. Usually I do these after my birthday. It's at the end of February, and if you must know, I'm 45 years old. Yeah, so I'm a pretty old dude. I wanted to do this like a few weeks ago, but I got really sick to where it messed up my voice. That's also why I haven't been streaming these past few weeks. That plus I've been busy with other stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to streaming. Again, it's Monday night, so I think I'll do some streaming tomorrow night, Tuesday. I'm trying to get back to a 2-day-a-week schedule, so Sundays and maybe Tuesdays or whatever. But yeah, that's one of the main things. I use this Stream Elements multi-stream plugin. I used to pay for like Restream, but like they only bumped it down to like now 3 channels simultaneously, and I like to stream to several different platforms to get my reach out there, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Bijo, Twitch, or wherever, you know. It's all about just getting eyes on the product and eyes on what I'm doing. You dig? So on that note, I really enjoyed the positive reception to the Black History Month videos that I did last month. I definitely got another year, at least one more year plan of black video game characters. So I'm really happy a lot of people like those videos. So I'll definitely do more of those. And of course, I know these past few weeks I've been doing stuff about XP Hero. It's part of a sponsorship deal that I'm working with. I'm not sure how it's going to work out or how much I'm going to get off it. It's probably not going to be a whole lot, but that's what that is. Me trying to get paid off something, you know, because I'm not near where I need to be like far as monetization. Now the thing with that kind of stuff is if I do a sponsorship deal or advertise anything, it's going to be some, I wouldn't promote anything on my platform that I either don't believe in or I would not use myself. So of course you might have seen that, I don't know if you pay attention to the description, but you see that I got the Fanatical link in the description. So that's one thing I do believe in and I do promote. So it's what it is like a Steam key reseller. It's not like one of those marketplaces like G2A that'll rip you off. It's an actual legit Steam key reseller. I got a lot of games from there. That's where I got Resident Evil 9 from. I got Silent Hill F. I even got the Silent Hill remake from that site too. So yeah, if you see me promote anything on my platform, then you know it's gonna be legit. And XP Hero is a pretty fun game too. But yeah, I also got more long form content because matter of fact, I've been working on some scripts. I've been doing some vocals for some of this stuff just this past weekend. You saw that list on my community post. Like just in off the top of my head, I'm doing a remake of that Carmen Sandiego video I did a few years back. I really didn't like how it came out the first time with the tone I took and even some of the profanity in there. Like, this is a game for kids, so and also there were some audio issues because I was using like different software and stuff and still trying to figure out like how to adjust shit as far as content creation, but that's one thing I'm working on. Also, I'm doing some stuff about NES games, so I want to get back to the retro space. What else am I thinking about? I got another, how bad, was it really that bad based on Resident Evil 6? I figured with Resident Evil 9 just coming out, then that would be a good time to look at that too. Yeah, I had to stop for a second and take a sip of water because, I spoke a lot and, I tend to get short on breath. But some more stuff I'm working on. I'm working on a follow-up to the Atari VCS video I did like several years ago. Like I'm basically gonna show you guys how to upgrade it and maybe show you guys some apps that you can run on the system. Um, yeah, just for those of you who still got it or whatever. Um, Also, I got another installment of canceled video games I'm writing up. I got another obscure fighting games list I'm working on, and a bunch of other great stuff. So if you're watching this and you haven't already subscribed, then please do so. Hit that subscribe button, and of course, I'll make you a made man. Um, and of course, make sure your notifications are turned on and stuff. And I don't know if you can use the hype button on my channel, but if you're looking at this and the button's available, then click that up. The goal is we want to let everybody know that we're the biggest crew taking over gaming YouTube. So that's part of that. What else? The podcast. The podcast is coming back, but I'm taking that in a different direction. I think, like I said last time, I can't remember where I said it, but I don't want it to just be a thing where I'm just recapping news and stuff. Maybe use that as a avenue to talk about stuff I like about gaming. I still might talk about news from here and there, but it's going to be more like a different context rather than just reacting to something that happened this week. Maybe if a new game's coming out, I'll talk about that. Now, I know with the whole EA Saudi purchase, I'm pretty much in that with that for the long haul, because I've been talking about Vision 2030 for years and whatnot. But yeah, I'm probably even going to come up with a different name for it too. So, look for that in about a week or so. That's one thing I'm trying to get back on a regular schedule, of course, because I got my full-time job. I do side hustle work, and of course, the streaming and all this stuff. Also, my wife and I are looking to foster a kid, so that's going to be another thing. And of course, my wife recently got a dog too. I'm not a huge fan of animals, but it's a Boston Terrier. It's small, it's easy to take care of. So it's not that big a deal, except when it's crapping all over the place, which is the main thing I don't like. But that's her thing. So I'm just doing what I got to do to be a supportive husband, because she recently started her new job back up. So hopefully income will start being a little bit better now and then. But speaking of income, right? So I don't mind like not being like my YouTube channel isn't monetized or whatnot, but I really don't mind that. Because number one, I got a full-time job that I work, so it's not like I'm relying this on income, and it's a crapshoot anyway. It would be nice to get paid off my stuff, but hey, it is what it is. But it is kind of a blessing in disguise too, because I get to experiment with different kinds of content. Like rather than trying to please the algorithm gods, I get to like make the kind of content that I want to make, like whether it's documentaries, lists, and things like that. So yeah. I had to stop and gather my thoughts and sip some more water. But yeah. So if you check my link tree, you can follow me on all these different social media networks. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I got a Twitter page, but I really don't update that too much. If you see a post from me, I use this thing called IFTT, where you can set up like bots to like do like auto posts. So whenever I do a new YouTube video and whatnot, then it'll just automatically put a post there, so I won't have to worry about it. I also got Threads, and yeah, and so if you want to reach out to me with questions, comments, or suggestions, then you can always reach out to me too. And of course, you can always comment on these posts as well. Yeah, so one thing I so I'm at 988 subscribers as of right now. So so I debated with myself on whether or not I wanted to like show my face on camera, because I tend to be very self-conscientious. My teeth look weird and shit. I got a balding spot and whatnot. But if I feel like I might just still like just take my vocals audio and just put it over video game footage. But my thing is, I have a lot. Like I had an uptick in new subscribers this past month, and like I want to show everybody that I'm a real person and not an AI vocal. So that's my thing. Because I know, like, you see a lot of these channels like using AI voices. Like, that's not me. So you're seeing an actual person here, for better or worse. So I do got a speech impediment. I stutter a lot. So knowing that people are watching my content and engaging with it, that brings a smile to my face. I don't care if my channel never gets monetized. I don't care if I get the subscriber count that I think I deserve. Like, just knowing that people pulled up to watch what I was doing, watched the live stream, left a comment, left a like. Even the people who leave dislikes and people who leave like disrespectful, snarky contents, because they think that's getting me down. But at the end of the day, they still took time out of their day to watch some part of my stuff and try to and engage with it. So YouTube treats any engagement as good engagement. So really, the joke's on you. And to the people who legitimately like my stuff and like legitimately enjoy my stuff, I just want to take this time to thank each and every one of you guys. Whether you subscribed like years ago or whether you subscribed maybe last week, I thank you for being here. Like, even those who just watch this stuff and maybe aren't subscribed, I really want to thank you for for watching my content and taking a few seconds, a few minutes, or even in some cases a few hours out of your day to engage with what I'm doing, you know. Now, I know like 988 subs seem like a lot. It doesn't seem like a lot, but like, put it this way, right? If I'm hanging out, chilling, or doing whatever, and 988 people pull up to hang out with me and just say hi and just want to see how I'm doing and are just interested in what I'm doing and just want to hang out, then that's pretty lit, you know. It's like, rent like a nightclub and just have a big party for everybody, you know. That's what I want to do sometimes. But on the real, like, knowing that people watch my content has gotten me through some of the roughest times of my life. I'm about to get real personal here, right? So like a few years ago, I got laid off from my job, and this was like in fall of 2003. So I went through September, October, November, and most of December, and like right after Christmas, I found out that I got a new job as a support engineer at Microsoft. So I was able to work for like 3 months, and then some BS happened. I ended up getting laid off again. So like I just had to rug pull, like it's 2024, like I'm about to get married in a few months, and I'm just this close to paying off everything and getting my finances fairly straight, and then I just have the rug pulled out from under me like one more time. So like I'm just depressed and angry and all these negative emotions. And so like beside like applying for jobs and things like that and going to interviews, fixing my resume, doing like little classes and putting together projects, trying to get attention from hiring managers, all I really had was like doing content, doing live streams, doing TikTok videos, doing YouTube stuff. And then like that's all I really had to do, like, to keep my mind off the way things were going in my life. Just putting up stuff on there, and then seeing people watching it, engaging it, like leaving likes, leaving comments. Like, that was really all I needed to keep going. Like, I wasn't thinking about the fact that I had to rely on charity to pay my rent, or that I had to go to food banks, or, like me figuring out I let down my wife and I left down my family. Like, that took like my mind off all of that. Like, it was just telling me that like I had to keep going, because, like, at the very least, there are people out there who still like the stuff that I put out and are still watching this stuff. So, I just kept going, and eventually I did get a new job. So, and of course, after that, I'm still doing content, because 1, I like doing this stuff, and 2, it's for you guys, because I know, like, I don't know how many of you guys watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but like, there's a saying on there that I always go back to, right? Like in season 5, like on that episode after Yo-Yo gets her arm chopped off, and Gemma Simmons is like in the hospital with her. And basically what she says is that the steps you take don't got to be big ones. They just got to keep you going in the right direction. And that's something that I've been living by ever since then. Like every sub, every like, every comment, that's going to be a step in the right direction. These ain't big ones, but long as people are are watching, listening, clicking like, clicking dislike or whatever, it's a step in the right direction. So that's what that is. So matter of fact, that's something that you can keep in the back of your mind. Like whatever's going on in your life, if you're making steps to like improve that shit or steps to correct your situation, they ain't gotta be big ones. They just gotta take you in the right direction to make sure that you're doing better than you were yesterday or better than you were last week or even better than you were 5 minutes ago. So yeah, so that's me being inspirational, and I'm starting to sound sappy as fuck. So yeah, so if you're again, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. I got some brand new stuff on, like one thing I failed to mention too, because one of my things is like to spotlight black game developers. So I got some stuff that's based on some previews about some stuff that I saw recently. So you're gonna be seeing that in the next few days. So that's another thing I got planned. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's the I don't know, State of Mafia or State of the Union or State of the Channel. So like in most of my long form videos, right? When I get to the end, I like to like put a little question just to make sure people are still watching, right? So I think for this one, if you're at this point and you're still watching, I want you to go to the comment section and just drop a comment. Just say anything. Just say hello. Talk about a game you've been playing recently. Talk about how much you like or how much you dislike my channel, or just anything that's whatever's on your mind. Drop it in the comments. That way I know that you're still rocking at me with this point. And yeah, so it is 11:38 p.m. right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit this and then just put it out, and then probably have to sleep. But enough of that. Anyway, I'm outie. 51,000 G-Ken, folk. Until next time, peace.